Hi, and welcome to our today's inspirational video here at Maridady Motors. We've been talking about Toyota for the last few weeks, and today we have one of the last topics that we want to talk about, which is a big lesson that African businesses can learn from Toyota. And that thing is succession. You see, the guy who started Toyota had the whole thing of succession on top of his mind. And that is why sometimes I think he handed over this vision to his son. And when his son received the dream and the vision from his father, he went to the US, studied the automobile industry for a few years, and then he came back to Japan with the same inspiration that his father had to develop the first Japanese car. And the interesting thing is that he had to start this vision of coming up with the first Japanese car as a department in his father's weaving company. And he had a lot of opposition from family members and from some people in the company. But he pressed on, and by 1933, Kiichiro Toyoda was able to come up with a prototype of an engine for a car. And 3 years later, he was able to come up with a prototype of an entire vehicle. And that is how we got the success of coming up with the first Japanese vehicle. This prototype was called the Model A1. So now we have the first Japanese car. But there's a problem. How do we sell it? Are we able to come up with enough capital as one family to be able to develop motor vehicles? And this is where the Toyota family had to partner with a lot of people to raise the capital that was required to further their business. The other thing they had to do is that they had to establish a network of dealers that were going to help to distribute this vehicle across Japan. And this is the network that has grown to other parts of the world, including Africa and even here in Kenya. And we pick a lot of lessons from Toyota in this way, that for them, the issue of succession was in their game plan from day one. The issue of partnership was in their game plan from day one. Because one of the things that we find with African businesses is that once an African starts a business, he wants to hold it dear. He wants to own it all. And sometimes these are the things that restrict a business from growing and expanding. Join me again on Monday as we look at the last lesson on Toyota before we move to another model. Thank you.